Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, knocking this one out. Prediction video, breakdown prediction. Terence Crawford is taking on Egidijus, the meme machine, Kavaliauskas. Hopefully I said his name right. I know I didn't. People be getting mad. Oh, you didn't say Anuiwa's name right. You didn't say I don't give a care. It is what it is. You know who I'm talking about. But hey, Egidijus is I think he's 21-0, one draw with Ray Robinson. Ray Robinson is the last man technically to defeat Terence Crawford. He beat him in an amateur championship tournament, and he said that Crawford family tried to put them hands on him after the fight. Egidijus has 17 big knockouts, 5'9", 71-inch reach. He's at a 3-inch reach disadvantage again, like he was versus Ray Robinson. His last fight, that was in March of this year. Notable wins: Juan Carlos Abreu, David Alvarez, Ray Robinson, which he had a draw. Ray Robinson got jobbed twice, which a lot of people think he beat Josh Kelly as well. And Josh Kelly didn't want no smoke after that. Terence Crawford, I believe he is coming off a victory to Amir Khan last time out. Yep, that was April 20th. That was 420 for some of y'all out there. Y'all know his notable wins, man. Jose Benavidez, Jeff Horn, Julius Indongo, Felix Diaz, John Molina, Victor Postal, Henry Lundy, Darius John, Thomas Delorme, Ray Beltran, Yurgis Gamboa, Ricky Burns, Klimov, Breeders Prescott, all right? He is 35-0, no draws, 26 big ones, 5'8", 74-inch reach advantage in his fight. And I did more film work than I was expecting during this fight because actually the fights were intriguing to me. I went back and watched Egidijus versus Ray Robinson. I seen him fight Abreu. I seen him fight a few times, man. And I think, give me 1 minute. I think for him, Ray Robinson was a great wake-up call. Even though it was a draw, I thought he was winning the fight at one point. He was just pressing the action. But people could say it was close, you know what I'm saying? And, Egidijus, talk about his strengths, got power. He can crack. Obviously, he got 17 knockouts, I think I said. He can crack. Orthodox fighter, pressure fighter. And when you're dealing with boxer punchers, swarmers, really cut the cake. But he got really strong power jab, got a strong right hand. He can loop it like a roundhouse punch. And he very, very fundamentally sound. Keep his hands up. Very technical fighter. Strong puncher. That's just what it is. And that gives him a chance to beat Crawford. And to hear the upset, I think people sleeping on this fight a little bit because Egidijus is very, very technical. Got power. I think he made some mistakes, and I get to there. Crawford, I mean, do I really got to go down what he can do well? Fight righty-lefty, good timing, good speed, good body punching when you want to go there. High IQ, there's a lot of intellect. Good left hook from the orthodox position, good right hook from the southpaw position, good straight right hand from the orthodox position, good straight left hand from the southpaw position, good footwork, fiber to rhythm, could fight dancing around the ring, could fight you in the pocket stationary, can beat you up on the inside. I mean, physically strong. I think he one of the more physically strong and dominant welterweights that don't get credit. It's this narrative that he's too small. But if he's so small, I don't understand why some people don't put the key in the ignition and try to turn over the car, right? But do everything well, Punch variety is good. Balance is good. But let's talk about some of the mistakes he does make. He hittable. You know what I'm saying? Overhand rights can get him. You know what I'm saying? He pulls straight back with his hands back some. He offensive, and sometimes he thinking all offense, and you can get him. You just gotta punch with him. And that's tough to do because he not like an Amir Khan where he just drumming off shots off balance. He usually always on balance, unless you hit him and he trying to get tit for tat. And that's one of his weaknesses that he's trying to close up. I seen the gap close from getting hit with the overhand rights. I seen the gap close where he kind of playing a little bit more offensive, not be moving up and weight, fighting bigger guys. In the welterweight division, it's the last division where you wear 8-ounce gloves, and I think a lot of people don't know the importance of that. But you know, just him being offensive. You know, if you can time him and punch with him, and you can land that money shot, you got a chance. But he long, he rangy. But I do think if Crawford really put his mind to it, he wanted to be a disciplined, safety-first type fighter, a 1-2 puncher like Floyd Mayweather at the end of his career. I believe he could. He could do it. You know what I'm saying? He could go out there and land at a high rate and not get clipped. But that's not him. You know, one thing about Crawford, every one of his fights exciting except for the Klimov fight, which was a stinker. I don't think that was no fault of his own. That was like his second or third fight with Top Rank. But you know, you got opportunity to hit him, but he tough, he's strong. A lot of things. Ingus, the problem with him is he did what Keith Thurman did versus Manny Pacquiao when he fought Ray Robinson, which he allowed Ray Robinson to get off the hook, where if he would have had more combination punches, he would have won. But what he did was he got Ray Robinson in a position of getting stationary. He would work, hit Robinson, he takes that step or that half step back, and he let Ray Robinson slide out the side door instead of, you know, staying home and smothering Ray Robinson on the ropes and working his torso and working back upstairs. That was his mistake in that fight. Had he stayed there after he worked or stepped to the side and kept working, he probably would have got Ray Robinson out there if he threw combination punches to the body. So thing about Ingus is he never going all the way in. He gonna work, step back out. That's just that probably amateur, you know, pedigree he got, or just that mechanism in him. He gonna hit you with a couple shots, step half, step back. And he gonna let Crawford dance all around the ring. He don't cut the ring off. He don't throw in combination. He a 1-2 type of guy. I don't mean 1-2 type of guy. I mean just throw 1 or 2 shots at a time. And he lacks athleticism. And when you fight slick and rangy fighters like Ray Robinson and Crawford, if you don't have that athleticism, you have to make up with grit and determination. And he's just not that type of pressure fighter. He not gonna go all the way in and force the referee to break him and take a step back. He gonna take that half step or step back on his own, and that's one of the bad things about Ingus. If he want to be a great welterweight or an elite welterweight and beat Crawford, he's going to have to stay home, press Crawford, be dirty, use the old Mexican Chavez trick, hit him on the hip, work the body, be relentless, close the gap, make Crawford, you know, back to the ropes and make him beat you on the inside. You got to fight like Madonna. You got to fight like Chavez. But he wants to box from that pocket distance, from that middle range, and 1-2 you to death. And then, you know, once you show you hurt, then he want to go all the way in for the kill. He need to approach this fight and go for the kill every time. And if he get knocked out, it's probably going to happen anyway. But talk about a game plan for this fight, or keys to victory for Ingus. Like I said, I mean, pressure. I think I like to see more double jabs this fight. Come in, jab to the solar plex, jab to the stomach, come over the top with the right hand. Crawford is known to get hit with that punch. That was one of those punches you can't get away from. That Marciano overhand right, or that overhand punch, or that roundhouse looping overhand right or overhand left, depending from orthodox to southpaw position. That's a tough punch to get away from. Adrian Broner got mollywopped with it by Marcos Maidana. Floyd Mayweather got cracked with it by Shane Mosley. I was listening to Eric Bradley. Y'all check out Mastermind Boxing, I think his name, and you might see some of his ads come up on Instagram or see him on Facebook. He kind of explains one of his videos, this is a while ago, how to get away from that overhand right and that overhand punch. And a lot of guys get stuck in mud or stuck in sand, and you can bring it back as far as possible. Those are one of the punches that, if you fight in the streets, that's the punch you want to bring. That's one, just that overhand right. I remember I had a fight outside of school. And one of my boys, he's fighting a bigger dude. We got into it, and you know, you young, you don't know, just mind your business. We got into it, and the man was throwing, we fighting and shit. I slipped, he caught me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get my foot, and I slip again, and I threw that punch. I swear to God, it was just basically like survival tactics, and I bust his mouth open, and his shit was over with. I just know from experience, those overhand punches like that, those are tough to get away from, and a lot of fighters have got caught by that same shot. So, you know, Ingus, what do you need to do? My game plan would be key to wins is go to the body, drop that right hand to the body, drop that jab to the body. I'd exclusively go for Crawford body, trying to slow him down. But people say, well, why didn't Andy Ruiz go for the body, or why don't fighters go to the body? Because there's a risk, Nobody wants to give a body shot up for a head shot. And a lot of counter punches, is the ones you don't see coming, the ones that put you down. So nobody really want to trade to the body, to the head. But for Engis, I think he needs to go past the fence in this fight. Don't stop at the fence in the yard. Go past the fence. Pressure Crawford. You know what I'm saying? It's tougher. It's going to be tough, but you got to do it with body shots. You got to jab to the body, occupy him, go to the body. And then I would think about bringing that overhand right over the top. Maybe you can do it separate ways. You can go jab to the body like Shane Mosley, overhand right. He could throw left hook, right hand, overhand right combination. And that's from the Southward Orthodox position that Crawford get caught with both of them sometimes. And he just need to set a high pace, jab to the solar plex, to the stomach, to the head, and just go past the fence and really work the torso a lot. And eventually, if you systematically break the body down and then the hands start to drop, go to the head with your overhand chopping right, and that's his chance. Take away Crawford mobility with pressure, body punches, slow him down. So down the stretch, anything can happen. But for Crawford, one thing Ray Robinson didn't do versus Engis was push him backwards enough. When he pushed him back, he let Engis reset, and then Ray Robinson retreated, which he should have kept him on a retreat. He should have kept him retreating. Guys like Engis and like Pacquiao, Errol Spence, those guys have to be set to punch. So you know that. And as a boxer puncher like Terence Crawford, what you're doing is you punching, or you faint, you measuring, and you dancing. You know what I'm saying? You dancing, you fainting, and you keeping them off balance, and you punching, you sitting down punching, and then you leaving out the side door, or you moving before they set. So you keep guys like that off balance. Then you start to frustrate guys like Engis, who don't let them set to punch, and you always moving, fading them, getting out of position, hitting them, moving. So you keep them off balance that way. So at some point in time they get frustrated and they start taking chances. And when they start taking chances, then that's when you capitalize, start countering. You have an opportunity to knock them out. But the thing that Ray Robinson didn't do, which he should have done, and he would have probably won the fight, or he could have got the knockout if he tried hard enough, depending on how hard he cracked. He should have, pushed Engis on the back foot. And most Eastern Europeans don't know how to fight on the back foot. You've seen it. Even I'm trying to think of a guy name. I can't remember his name, but it was one of those guys that Lomachenko, people think he's so good on the back foot. When Salido pushed him back, he didn't have much success. So what Crawford is going to have to do, he can box and keep Engis off balance and do what Robinson did. But at some point, I know in Crawford's DNA, he wants to impress. He got a lot of frustration for not getting the fights that he can't get, that he wants. He gonna press Engis. He gonna push Engis back. And when he pushed Engis back and found out that Engis can't box on the back foot, he gonna punish him. And Engis gotta take that opportunity to throw that overhand right. But keys for Engis, go past the fence, pressure Crawford from the get-go, come behind the jab, a lot of body work, and then try to land that overhand right from Kentucky. And I think that's his best chance from either Crawford going southpaw orthodox. Keys to victory for Crawford, keep Engis off balance like Ray Robinson did, box him on the outside, and then once you get him frustrated, try to counter him and put him on the back foot, punish him, and never let him get comfortable on the front foot again, and then get the knockout. So, how I see this fight going, just see Crawford doing exactly what I said do. Keeping Engis off balance, picking him apart, coming off the jab. I think Engis will land a few shots here and there, using angles. Eventually, Engis gonna get tired or get frustrated or get tired of getting peppered, and I think Crawford gonna take him out around the 10th round. So I think Crawford gonna stop by the 10th. Engis tough, he's strong. I think he got a lot of pride. He's year the underdog. So nothing would surprise me even if Engis landed that money shot and stopped Crawford. Just nothing surprised me this year. It's not nothing I see in Crawford. I know Engis can punch, and I just know it's been a year to upset. But I expect Crawford to, he probably won't lose more than a round. And I expect him to pick Engis apart, 10 rounds. I like Crawford. She's probably gonna be sooner. I gave Maul 11 rounds, and he stopped Dennis Hogan at 7 Saturday. So it's a good fight, but y'all know Lopez and Kobe prediction coming. Doing that. So don't forget that. Drop this one first. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, questions, comments, sponsorship, requests. Want to make a donation? That link's in the description. Best way to donate and share the video. Other than that, man, hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. I appreciate the love, support, man, and the blessings everybody be giving the channel. Keep sharing the videos. Other than that, man, hey, let me know what you guys think about the video. Keep supporting the breakdown prediction videos. I'm one of the very few people who actually put like time and thought into doing this, man. So keep sharing them. If you got any input, man, let me know in the comment section how we can improve the experience. One time for the one time, good for the sports TV. We go.